Thank you for being here. I don't have much in the volume. There we are. It's turning up now. Thank you for being here this evening on the City Council work session on Tuesday, December 19th. I'd like to call this meeting to order and move to a roll call, please.
Here.
Councilmember Manfredi.
Here.
Councilmember Smith. Councilmember Wade.
Here.
Vice Mayor Chapados.
Here.
Mayor Price.
Here.
Mayor, we
Great. Thank you very much. I know. You're losing your voice there, Vanessa. Hope you feel better soon. I know that Councilwoman Gussie is on her way. She's running a little bit late, and Councilmember Smith's flight was delayed, so she is not unable to attend today. With that, we'll move to item 3.1. Going to review these items on the regular City Council meeting agenda. Council, do you have any questions on the agenda at this time? Okay. Seeing nothing, we will move on from that to item 3.2. Going to hear reports and or conferences attended. Council? Yes, Vice Mayor.
Thanks, Mayor. Just a couple of things. On December 13th, I was present for the Employee Rewards and Recognition Luncheon and the Employee Party. Just wanted to congratulate all of those employees and staff members who have reached their 5-year and or 10-year milestone, so thank you for your continued service. I also was part of the Maricopa Fire and Medical Ride for a Toy on Saturday, December 9th at Pecana Park. By all accounts, it was another successful event, so kudos to Maricopa Fire and Medical. And then this past Saturday, the 16th, I was at PD with the mayor. We were slinging pancakes and sausage as part of Shop for the Cops, so congratulations to Maricopa PD for another fine event. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that report. Anyone else at this time? Councilmember Wade.
Yes, Mayor. I guess I also attended the Shop with the Cop once they got over to Walmart, which was great. Always a great experience watching those faces. But something that happened there was really bears talking about. During the time that we were there, there was a patron in the store that was observing what was taking place with the kids, and he asked one of the officers what was actually going on, and the officer shared with them the idea of the Shop with the Cop. But the gentleman overheard the conversation that one of the kids were having with the officer, and he was talking about buying things for a family member as opposed to for himself. So the gentleman wanted to know if the kids were spending any money on themselves, and typically they do not. So he wondered how many kids that were there. There were 15 children. He peeled off 15 $100 bills and gave them to the officers and asked them to pass them on to the children so that they could go and buy something for themselves.
That's awesome.
Maricopa. That's all I can say. It's Maricopa. Yeah. Wonderful. I also had an opportunity to attend the Be Awesome Coalition Community Winter Dance, which was good. The kids seemed to be having a good time. We'd like to have had some more participation, but the kids that were there were lively and energetic, and so it was good. In fact, Vice Mayor was out doing splits and what have you, jumping around at the time. I tried to contain her, but it just couldn't keep her in control. But it was fun. It was fun hanging out with Vice Mayor there on Friday night. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilmember. Councilmember Brown, everything? Councilmember Manfredi, nothing? Okay, doke. That'll take us to item 3.3. We're going to hear a presentation on the draft city hall/court usage survey. Jennifer.
Honorable Mayor and council members, on September 19th, we came before you with the 410 survey of employees, what they thought of the 410 work schedule. During that time, you asked us to put together a survey for citizens to see what they think of the 410 schedule for City Hall, and then Judge Riggs asked for us also to include the court in that. So we put together the survey questions. We went through the executive team and vetted the questions. We also went back to the original survey back in 2012 that was given to citizens and grabbed some of the questions and reworded them a little bit from there. And we also reached out to other cities that are on the 410 schedule and asked if they have any surveys that they give to their citizens. The only one we heard back from was Queen Creek, and they include it in their annual citizen survey, and so we grabbed one of the questions out of that as well and put together our survey. We put it together using SurveyMonkey. It's 14 questions long. If you end up doing all the questions, you can kind of skip some depending on your answers as you go through it. And the way SurveyMonkey has it set up is you can reply once per device. So we'll limit, how many responses we can get from an individual. So I have the questions here on a PowerPoint if you'd like me to run through them for you. Okay.
Sure.
And so the first one is just simply, do you reside in Maricopa? If you answer yes, you're taken to question 3. If your answer is no, you're taken to question 2. And then you're asked, do you fit into any of the following categories? I conduct business in the city of Maricopa. I work in the city of Maricopa. I've had a case in the Maricopa Municipal Court. If you answer yes, or any of the first 3 responses, you're moved to question 3. If you answer no, you're exited from the survey, and thank you for your responses. Question 3 is, in the past 12 months, how many times did you visit City Hall? I have not visited City Hall in the past 12 months, once or twice, 3 to 12 times, 13 to 26, more than 26 times. Question 4, in the past 12 months, what time of day did you most frequently visit City Hall? This looks at the various hours. Question 5, why have you visited City Hall in the past 12 months? Gives a variety of options. I have not visited City Hall in the past 12 months. Questions about a business license, apply for a passport, questions about a permit, attend a meeting, attend an event, pay for a permit or business license, and then of course they can write in answers as well. Would you prefer City Hall to be open as it is currently, Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., or switch to Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.? Have the current operating hours of 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Thursday, ever caused a problem for you when trying to conduct business or access services? If your answer is no, you're taken to question 9. If your answer is yes, you're taken to question 8, which asks, what type of business were you trying to conduct when you encountered a problem with the current City Hall hours? You can fill out a response there, and you can also write in a separate response. Then question 9, how would you prefer to conduct business with the city or access services? And then question 10, please share any additional thoughts you have concerning the public hours at City Hall. Then we move to the court. Would you consider having court hours outside of normal business hours before 8 a.m. and after 5 p.m. to be very helpful, no preference, not helpful? And then would you consider having the court open only 4 days a week with extended hours to be, and then the same responses? And then again, folks can write in their thoughts concerning those hours. So these are the questions we've come up with. I think that's it, yeah. And want to get your feedback. If we're to move forward with this, basically, we would send it out with our email service, which contacts more than 24,000 people, so it goes to a lot of folks. We post it on Facebook and Twitter and on our website, and then we'd also have an option if folks didn't want to do it online, they can come in and fill out a paper survey here at City Hall. So we'd like to hear your thoughts.
Council, questions, thoughts? Things you want to see different, changed at all? Any comments? You good? Anyone else? I think it's pretty straightforward. I know that Councilmember Gussie and Councilor Smith are some of the ones that had some of the questions on this topic, so unfortunately they're not here to hear that, but it's kind of the way it goes. With that, I mean, from my standpoint, I think it makes sense, it's straightforward, and it'll give us some food for thought and some feedback that we can start to digest and go from there. So,
Perfect.
thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Jennifer. All right, that concludes our work session for today. With that, council, can I have a motion to move to E-session, please? Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll move to E-session.